back to the channel. So, this is going to be one crazy week, guys. Not only do we have San Diego Comic-Con 2021 going on at home, we also have all these exclusives which are being released for that event, and one of the most exciting cartoon-related announcements in a very long time. At least for me, anyway. The new Masters of the Universe Revelation series is about to hit the air on Netflix this July 23rd. I'm going to be doing a live watch party with Radical Toys. We're going to take a look at the whole series live and give our reactions as it happens. However, says Vicor and King Grayskull are in the background of one of the scenes, and I really want the show to be good. I expected it all. So, a little while ago, I did a video which pretty much I was reacting to the second trailer for the Masters of the Universe Revelations. And, yeah, the reactions I got were kind of interesting. Let's have a quick look at some of them. Mr. J. Russell, 1975, says, I got a feeling this is going to bomb. Maverick says, He-Man, I have the power. Teela, I have the steroids. Insane 2201. If it isn't focused on He-Man, I'm not watching. Just what it is. Thule Jelskap, the power is female. By the power of Grayskull, she has the power. It's the adventures of T-Man, from Dan Henry. Richard, hard pass on this one. JJH Cars, for those asking themselves if they call Teela Man-at-Arms, then what do they call Duncan, the OG Man-at-Arms? He got a promotion, emasculated Man-at-Arms. We're just getting all these weird, strange comments. Pablo SCH. Here, Prince Adam looks exactly like Teela, with lighter complexion, definitely feminine. Teela is now Sheila, appointed by the new Man-at-Arms, and is ready to right all the masculine blunders. Everything is agenda-driven here. It's really long in the tooth at this point. Carlos. Thank you for making this video. I agree with you, brother. I don't understand what the big deal is surrounding the series. It looks awesome. Great cast. What more do people want? This is a big year for Master of the Universe in general. I'm loving it. Marcus Evancedo. There's no problem with telling Teela's story. The problem is that they're going to destroy He-Man's story in the process. These people must destroy everything before that came before the story that they want to tell and then rebuild stories in its bones. It's an act of dominance. Ah, man. This and it just keeps continuing over and over again. There's I haven't had this many comments and this kind of reaction to any video I've ever done. And this happened in the period of over 2 weeks. This is just crazy. Punisher Born 74. Animation is awesome, but the storyline is woke AF. Grayson Robertson. I'm pretty excited. I too like the idea that they are exploring some of the stuff that we have always wondered about as kids with the original. I also like that it seems like they are taking the best elements of the Filmation show in the 2002 and using it in this one. It doesn't bother me that some of the story will focus on Teela's journey, as long as they do a good job with it. I never got the idea why so many people hate, especially when no one has even seen the show yet, or what they do with it. It's always going to be about He-Man, but nothing wrong with giving Teela her due. Graylin and I are on the same page here. It seems that there's a lot of people out there who have a very critical aspect of what this is going on. We can just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I'm actually I'm actually shocked at how much reaction there is, both negative and positive, and we really haven't even seen the show at all yet. So, just the other day I did a live stream, and one of my viewers actually posed a question, and it was actually more of a statement, saying that he really hopes that this is going to be good, but is very concerned that there's a lot of politics behind it. And I literally replied back, and I got a little bit animated, and this is what happened. Whoever it is that's talking about this like 24/7 nonstop, what's his name? Kevin Smith is, ruining Master of the Universe, and he's taking our beloved cartoon and politicizing it and blah 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 blah. You know what? We don't know anything. We don't know anything. We do know what was presented in the press release, which is this is Teela's journey. So what does that mean? We don't even know. We have no idea. Just take it. Just enjoy the moment. Just enjoy that trailer for what it was. Enjoy the show when it comes out, right? The plot right now sounds really, really, epic at this stage. Magic is disappearing from the universe, okay? And magic is what keeps the universe together, okay? So we know that Teela is the daughter of the Sorceress. We already know that. We already know that she has a destiny which needs to be fulfilled, okay? But we also know that she has an adopted father. We also know that she's captain of the Royal Guard. And we know that He-Man, Prince Adam, has his own destiny to protect the power of Grayskull. So if you really look at it in those little parallels, okay, He-Man is a protector. But what does he protect? He protects the castle of Grayskull. In turn, he protects the Sorceress of Grayskull. So he is not the master of the universe. Think about that. Think about that very clearly. He-Man is not the master of the universe. He's just a protector. He is there to protect the power of Grayskull from forces of evil, right? And the true masters of the universe are the ones who control the destiny, the ones who control the power that resides within the castle of Grayskull. Skeletor could be a master of the universe. Evil-Lyn could be a master of the universe. Anyone can be the master of the universe. But how do you gain that power? How do you get into Grayskull? And who protects the power of the Grayskull? It is the Sorceress. So the Sorceress has a great destiny. And by that notion, Teela has a great destiny. This is a non-issue for me. This is a non-issue at this stage. At this stage, this is a non-issue for me. I am going to enjoy the show until I don't. I'm going to watch the show. I'm going to enjoy it for what it is. And when it becomes a bore, or if it becomes a bore, if it becomes a chore, if it becomes a political message, I'm out. That's it. I'm out. 3-episode rule. One, and it starts with a countdown. As soon as I see the first filler episode, there's number 1. Then I see the next filler episode. Now it's got to be 3 in a row. Then comes the next filler episode. There's number 2. Then there's a political message. All right, I'm out. That's it. I'm out. Right? That's the way I look at the show. I look at the show as like, holy crap, He-Man is back on television. I gotta watch this thing. Is it going to be good? I don't know. I watched the Filmation version. There are episodes which are complete crap, but I skip over those episodes completely. There's really only a handful of really good episodes in the Filmation version when you really think about it. That an adult can actually watch and really like not sit there and like, man, this is literally feeding me a bunch of messages that tell me that I should be, on the straight and narrow. I shouldn't cross the street when I'm not supposed to. I shouldn't, I shouldn't try and burn somebody's house down. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? PSA messages, right? Again, it was a show which was made for kids, right? So now this show is made for adults. It's an anime, right? It's an anime show for adults. So the problem is now everyone's getting hung up with these little tidbits that were released in press release 2 years ago. Yeah, right? 2 years ago now. And now everyone's like ruining their own enjoyment, ruining their own possible enjoyment of a show, which hasn't even come out. We don't even know what's happening. We don't even know what the plot is really. Like now, little story time, like, Eternia is losing magic. Eternia is the center of the universe where the first planet, blah, 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 right? Now we're starting to get some information. Now we're starting to get parts of the story, right? Again, enjoy what is there that you will enjoy. Once it starts becoming a really big slog, once it starts becoming a platform type of show and you're not enjoying it, get out. The point I was trying to make there is that we really don't know what's going to happen in this series. And you know what? We need to at least give it a chance. One of the things that is very important is not to judge something without ever having watched it. That's disingenuous, and in reality, that is not fair. You haven't even seen what the series is about. You're making assumptions based on leaks and, insider information. But the reality is we really don't know what's going to happen in the series. As a matter of fact, one of the things I said to that viewer in my live stream, it's almost as if everything's coming full circle. Just today, Kevin Smith did a reply to all the questions that were being posed for this series. And one of the points he made was this.
So, do I feel like it's a Teela show? It's as much a Teela show as it is a He-Man show because it's a Masters of the Universe show. Everybody gets a lot of screen time. And it's just funny from where I sit because everyone's like pointing at one thing and missing the very obvious. But maybe they'll find it. But yeah. It's Masters of the Universe, kids. All of the characters.
people are being extremely critical. They've focused in on some tidbit or something that they've dug up from some, industry insider. And yes, I understand. These things can be ground shaking, and they can actually, be excuse the term, revealing in that, they showcase exactly what is going to happen in the series. But at the end of the day, we really don't know. And as I've said many times before, I really don't care, who is the lead in the story. If it's Teela, she has a destiny to complete, to try and save the universe, because, again, she is the next Sorceress. Possibly. If it's He-Man, then yes, he was always the protector of the universe. He was always protector of the power of Grayskull. So he has a great destiny in and of himself. But as I said before, it can be anybody in the Master of the Universe. It can be Skeletor, at the end of the day, might have a part to play in saving the universe. This has happened before. He-Man and Skeletor have had to team up in order to save Eternia. And this is not a, brand new thing. This happens in many different storylines. But people are getting too hung up in the idea that this is, politically driven. What are they calling it? Woke? Like, whatever the heck that means. This clownish TV, whatever the heck they're calling it, whatever they are, whoever they are, right? They found something. They've really decided to, be very critical about Kevin Smith. And apparently Kevin Smith reacted badly to that. And, replied to them on Twitter. There's been a bit of a Twitter war or whatever the heck that is. Everyone's just got to stop. Everyone's going to stop. Wait until it actually comes out. And then, once you've seen the series, once you've determined that you were correct, or that you were wrong, or that you were somewhere in the middle, then be critical. Because then you know for sure that it actually happened. That you were actually right, or you were actually wrong, or you were mistaken about certain things that you had already preconceived notions of. At this stage, we just don't know. And you're doing yourself a disservice, as I said earlier, by not watching the series, or by watching the series with a critical eye and not enjoying the series as a whole. This is something which I hope all of us here are going to be able to take with a grain of salt and, step back just a little bit. Take the 3 hours or wherever it is, however long the series is, because I really don't know how many episodes there are in the series. Take them, watch them, and then decide whether or not this is for you or it's not for you. If it's for you, excellent. Then you're going to continue watching the show. If not, then you know what? We still have the old cartoon. We still have the old He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's still out there. We have the 2000X Masters of the Universe. It's a wonderful show in and of itself. And you know what? If you are a fan of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, that's great. I, myself, am a fan of the original He-Man and the Master Universe, the original She-Ra, and the original She-Ra cartoon, and of course, I am a fan of the 2000X cartoon. Whatever this is, He-Man Revelations, whatever it ends up being, I'm going to enjoy it for what it is, and if it starts to become a terrible waste of my time, I've already said multiple times, 3-episode rules, I'm out. If it doesn't catch me in 3 episodes, I walk. And as I said before, if I get 2 good episodes out of this, I will be perfectly happy to move on after those 2 episodes. Well, guys, this is going to be one heck of a interesting video. I am not looking forward to all the replies and all the all the comments in the comment section below. I know it's going to be it's going to be very interesting to actually read and find out what you guys have to say, but I do welcome it. One of the things about this whole YouTube, social media sphere is that we're supposed to have a conversation, and that's exactly what we're supposed to do. So I welcome you. I invite you. Please comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what your thoughts are about this new Masters of the Universe Revelations. Do you disagree or agree with my take on what I just said? Are you going to bother waiting to actually see what the whole series is about, or have you already made up your mind and are going to skip it entirely? Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please do leave me a like. It really helps me out. If you have any comments or suggestions on anime, cartoons, toys, collectibles, or anything else you'd like me to review, please leave that in the comment section below. And consider subscribing, as it helps YouTube to realize I'm doing a good job, and you guys enjoy my work. Well, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. We have the power, everybody. We have the power. Geek proud.